What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know, boxing, coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Mike Tyson in the news, man. He had a bit of a scare on his flight, man. You know, they were saying that, you know, he had to seek some medical attention on his flight, you know, weeks before his fight with Jake Paul, you know. So but Mike Tyson since then has responded, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the details of his condition, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read what he had to say. You know, I know it was a lot of speculations about the fight being off. I know Ryan Garcia even made a post to Jake Paul stating that he would be willing to step in place of Mike Tyson, but it looks like none of that is going to be necessary, as their fight for July 20th on Netflix looks to be still ongoing. All right, so you guys just take a listen, and I'm gonna go ahead and read what was displayed. All right, so shout out to Fox News. It says Mike Tyson suffers medical scare on flight ahead of fight with Jake Paul, reports. Boxing legend Mike Tyson has a medical scare, becoming nauseous and dizzy on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles on Sunday, his representative told New York Post. However, his team says the 57-year-old is doing great after the incident that occurred just before landing. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an unclear flare-up 30 minutes before landing. His representative said in an email to the Post he is appreciative to the medical staff that were there to help him. In Touch Weekly was first to report Tyson's scare, which they categorized as a medical emergency. Mike had some type of medical emergency on the plane, and paramedics boarded, a source told Touch Weekly. Before paramedics arrived, the flight issued an announcement asking for a doctor. The message even came on everyone's screen. That could certainly be a scary moment for all those who were unaware of what Tyson was going through. Luckily, it appears Tyson is doing much better. The medical scare reportedly delayed passengers from leaving the plane for about 25 minutes. He was first class, but we were in an exit row where the stewardess was very chatty, a source told Touch Weekly. They asked us to stay on the plane and landed. Paramedics could enter. She said something like he's a really important passenger, so we want to make sure he's okay. I knew it was him, but I just mouthed the words Mike Tyson, and she nodded her head. The scare for Tyson comes before his fight with Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, on July 20th at AT&T Stadium. The fight was sanctioned, meaning this would count towards both boxers' professional record. There are some who have questioned whether Tyson can physically get back in the ring again. He will turn 58 years old on June 30th, and he's openly said that his body feels like shit right now, with soreness during a press conference for the fight earlier this month. But while he's honest about about how his body feels training for the fight, Tyson's signature confidence has also been on display. He's going to knock me out, Anderson Silva. He couldn't even knock out the little guys. I guess he was saying, like, bringing up Anderson Silva for an example, but he couldn't even knock out the little guy, so how is he going to knock me out, Tyson said, while previously bringing up Paul's fight with Nate Diaz as well. He never knocked out a real man. Come on, he didn't knock out Tommy Fury. I'm going to F Jake up. Meanwhile, Paul, who's 27 years old, oozed with confidence throughout the press tour thus far. I'm going to show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong, and show that I will be the one doing the killing, Paul says during in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. The last time Tyson was in a boxing ring was in a fight in an exhibition against Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020, which resulted in a draw. Tyson had last fought, well, I mean, it didn't matter, like the fight wasn't even sanctioned. The Tyson last fought in a sanctioned bout June of 2005. And if you guys don't know, I want to say it was against Kevin McBride, I believe, and Tyson just freaking gave up. I mean, he just looked old and out of shape in that fight in itself. And I just remember him sitting on the ropes, just basically giving up in that fight. But let's go ahead and see how Mike Tyson is doing. Oh, shout out to CNN. It says, boxer Mike Tyson is doing great after medical episode during a cross-country flight, rep says. Hall of Fame boxer Mike Tyson is doing great after medical after a medical episode on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, his representatives told CNN. Thankfully, Mr. Tyson is doing great, the representative said. Tyson, who's 57, became nauseous and dizzy during we already talked about that. His representative, we already talked about that. The medical scare will not impact Tyson's July 20th boxing match with YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul's representative said. The fight will be Tyson's first fight since cool, we already talked about that. The event will be broadcast exclusively on Netflix and held at the 80,000 seat capacity AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the NFL Dallas Cowboys. All right, so that's the update. Looks like Mike Tyson is the fight is going to continue. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but I don't think it's a good thing, but it is what it is. Last but not least, this is Jake Paul's reaction. It says Jake Paul reacts to the health scare, or Mike Tyson's health scare. Hence, their Netflix fight is still going to happen. Jake Paul seemingly reacted to the news that Mike Tyson suffered a medical injury weeks before the planned Netflix fight. You love to make ish up before knowing the facts for clicks and likes, Paul wrote via X, formerly known as Twitter, on Monday, May 27. Nothing has changed. Hashtag Paul and Paul Tyson. Paul's message hinted that he and Mike Tyson still plan to face off July despite the speculation about Tyson's health. We already read that. All right, cool. So that's okay, here we go with some more details. Let's see. I really like Jake a lot. Oh, he says Tyson. What is this? My bad. Sorry, guys. Tyson responded by complimenting his opponent before engaging in a little trash talk. He said, I really like Jake a lot. He said, but once he's in the ring, oh, okay, that's just Tyson speaking on that. So, yeah, nothing really. I mean, all in all, it seems as though Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are still going to be fighting. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, I mean, it's many things that could have happened involving Mike Tyson feeling dizzy and nauseous. I mean, I know for me, I fly a lot. If you guys follow my channel, you know, like, I travel a lot. So I fly a lot. And sometimes, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes, especially if there's a lot of turbulence going on, like, sometimes I'll find myself getting very dizzy, very nauseous as well, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it could have been due to that. So that's why I often have to take Dramamine before I fly. So it could have been due to that, you know. It could have been due to anything. But honestly speaking, man, I just don't feel like this is the move for Mike Tyson to be making. And I get it. I understand that there's a lot of money to be made, and I also understand business-wise this is a great move for them to put it on Netflix, meaning that, you know, Netflix is in a total of 300 million homes. That's a lot of views that could be marketed or whatnot, which makes a lot of sense. I'm not upset at that at all. I completely understand that. But the thing about it is, bro, I just kind of feel like I don't know. I just don't think this is the right move for Mike Tyson to be making. His age, you know, I'm looking at Mike Tyson's health. I'm already pissed that they're trying to continue to brand this as if Jake Paul is fighting the Mike Tyson of of 1990. And, you know, granted, Mike Tyson obviously is always going to be Mike Tyson. He has fight in him, but he's not the same Mike Tyson, that dangerous guy. At one point, Mike Tyson was viewed as the most dangerous man on earth. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't like how they're trying to brand that. Because we all know if Mike Tyson was of that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul would not be fighting him. If he would have, then Jake Paul would have tried to take on one of these heavyweights that's fighting or competing in today's time. Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, one of these dangerous heavyweights that's competing right now. But obviously he's not, because, you know, they're trying to market this as, you know, what it is. Now, a lot of people are unhappy about that because it's Mike Tyson. This is the guy that was at one point the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nothing, you know, severe to happen to our hero or whatnot. But it seems as though you know, they I don't know, this is just how they're trying to brand it or whatnot, you know. I'm never mad at anybody putting money in their pockets, you know, especially a black man in America, bro. I'm always gonna be, you know, I always want to see my people do good, you know, not taking anything else from anybody else. I want to see everybody do good, but I, you know, I love to see black men, you know, do well in life. But it's like, bro, this, I'm just concerned because whether people want to admit it or not, bro, Jake Paul can fight. Like, I don't care what y'all, the dude is preparing himself with world-class, you know, opponents or world-class training ability, like, you know, sparring partners and all this type of stuff. Like, the man can fight, you know what I'm saying? And he's young. Mike Tyson is not young anymore, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on it. But I'm glad Mike Tyson is doing well. Thank God for Mike Tyson. You know, thank God that everything is going well. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?